So I just want to make a couple of things here. So I think ever since I can remember, maybe 10 years ago, and it's happened several times, every time there's a new council comes in, we have several individuals that come in here and ask council to be more responsive to people that make comments. And I think for the first 2-3 years I got on council, I don't know if it was precedent or if it was rules or whatever, but council never did respond back to residents' comments. You know, it's basically our council meeting, and it's their time, their 5 minutes to give their opinion on something. And I didn't always agree with it. When I got on council, I actually told a few people on council, I told the former administration, you know, why can't council comment back to some of the people? And I think tonight, over the last few weeks, I'll get back to also, but I've been trying to do that a little bit more, and it appears some of the people don't like us commenting back for whatever reason. They don't like our argument. And I think a good example of why we probably shouldn't be doing that is what happened with Mr. Waldron tonight. He corrected a statement by a resident, and the resident came back and wanted to have a debate. This is not a debate. It's your 5 minutes to give your opinion on something. It's not your additional 5 minutes and put the council president in an awkward position to have you removed from council chambers. So to me, it just seems like a form of bullying. So what I want to do is I want to say this. Number one, we are supposed to debate and have conversations and discuss things. That's our job. We're not supposed to be rubber stamps. We're not supposed to be rubber stamps for anything, especially the historical board. 99.999%, I don't ever remember very few times when we haven't accepted the historical board's ideas or comments or their opinions. But on those few times that it has, it's generally because it's a big project and there's a lot of discussion on it. You may not agree with my opinion or whoever else voted for it, and I'm sure there's other people that were here that didn't agree with the other 2 or 3 votes. But that doesn't give you, you know, the right to accuse people of criminal activity. I mean, I heard last week someone on council made a reference that it was an illegal transfer of the $800,000 that what was it, Bedco? You know, a transfer. There's nothing illegal. Stop with the hyperbole. I mean, if you have evidence, there's nothing illegal going on here. And to assume that, you know, that people on council were unethical. We got a resident that comes here every once in a while. He's not here tonight. I wish he was, because I have no problem saying this to his while he was here. We got a resident who comes here. He goes on blogs and has this wonderful biography by the blogger, how great he was. Meanwhile, the guy that's criticizing the mayor and everybody on council for unethical behavior, he was fired here from the city for unethical behavior, for workplace violence. That's what, it's a fact. I mean, don't hide behind things. And you can shake your head all you want, you can disagree with it. I'm stating a fact, go look it up. And that individual who's accusing that guy over there, the mayor, listen, I don't agree with him all the time. But there's no way you're gonna tell me that guy's the most moral person, decent person I remember. Like, do I agree on everything that he does? No, I'm not supposed to, neither is anybody else here. But to accuse him, which that individual did, and several other people, especially, you know, some people walking out, because you don't like the debate. And all I'm saying is, if someone on council says something to me, I don't mind it. I challenge you, or anybody, to go into the minutes and find anything where I broke decorum, or anybody else during our discussion broke decorum. I would never do that. I respect everybody. I don't agree with everybody, but I respect everybody's opinion. If I disagree with you, I have no problem debating it with you. If you don't agree with something I said, then come up with a better debate. and debate back with me. That's what we're here for, to have a discussion, to have a debate, to deliberate, and come to a conclusion. We're not gonna agree all the time. But just because you didn't, I've lost votes. I didn't go attack anybody and say it was illegal or they were unethical. I've never said anything like that. I've lost lots of votes. But stop with the nonsense. You know, that there's unethical behavior. And, you know, if you're gonna have blogs and postings, be honest and open. State the facts. I mean, I find that almost unprofessional that someone who's criticizing council and the mayor for things that are totally not, you know, unethical. Herman Ridge had the right to come here. That's the process. He followed the process. And just like I'm sure the residents will follow the process. They have the right to go to court now. We did our job. But don't accuse us of being unethical. And if you're gonna post stuff, you know, at least be open and honest. I mean, that's the great thing about newspapers. They have a reporter, but they also have an editor and a publisher who makes sure that the story's balanced. It's not just one side's issue. That's why I'm not a big blogging fan, right? I mean, this guy here, if you read these blogs, just one person, he's a saint. Never did anything wrong. He got fired here from City Hall for fighting, for punching another employee while he was working upstairs. And that's not mentioned anywhere. And that's extremely unfair. And you can disagree with me, I'm just telling you a fact. Look it up. So, I agree with President Walden. I never had a discussion with him, but I'm glad that that's his opinion, that free speech, that's what we're here for. We're not here to rubber stamp anything. So, I'll rest my comments for a moment and let Ms. Van Wert speak her mind.
Thank you, Mr. Callahan. Dr. Van Wert?
Thank you.